Alright guys, after some requests about trying to figure out what the best weekend hike is in Pisgah National Forest, I'm going to go over the map with you guys and show you what I think is the best weekend hike. It's kind of strenuous, but you pretty much get to touch on all the best views on this side of the park. Let's look at the map. Alright, as you can see here, I've got the National Geographic map, and you can see all the lines I've drawn out. I kind of did that over the years of picking routes. Now, personally, my favorite thing to do is on a Friday night is to park right here at the overlook for Graveyard Fields, and I hike down into this field area here on the south side of Graveyard Ridge, and it's kind of like, you know, low vegetation down in there, and there's a couple really nice campsites that are along the creek, and you know, you're hiking in like 30 or 40 minutes to be right here along the river, and you can see all these surrounding mountains. You can see Black Balsam, Tennant Knob, you can see Graveyard Ridge, you can see the whole like rim of this gorge right here. It's a really cool area. And so Saturday morning you would want to go up 356A and head to this junction right here and climb up towards this section of the Art Lobe. And right here on Yellowstone Prong you can get water, you know, before you get out on this long stretch. And you know, you're going to want to be up here early and spend a bunch of time kind of looking at Tennant Mountain and Black Balsam Knob and everything, and it's just such a great place to take pictures. And you know, there's a nice overlook on top of Tennant Mountain that you can see like this whole valley and everything like that. And you know, once you pass Ivester Gap, you can kind of scramble and shoot up here and make your way towards Cold Mountain. And it looks like a lot of miles, but I've done from Pilot Mountain to Deep Gap in, I don't know, 6, maybe 7 hours of hiking, and that was not, you know, like I took breaks and stuff and took pictures, so it's really not anything out of the question. And your goal is to camp on top of Cold Mountain, you know, because there's an awesome view overlooking the whole south side of this you know, area of the park, and there's 2, maybe 3 campsites on top of Cold Mountain, so you really gotta either get up there early in the afternoon or kind of go on the off time of the year, like, you know, November, December, stuff like that. There's never, you know, full, all of it being full up there. And if you do get up there and it's full, you can come down to Deep Gap and camp, and there's usually enough room for a couple groups. I've stayed there and had groups of Boy Scouts camping there too. And you know, you can hike down to this first spring right here on the trail. It's really only a couple hundred yards. It looks like a long distance, but there's a water source right there if you don't feel like going all the way up to the top of Cold Mountain. And on Sunday you're in for a big hike back to the car, you know, all back down here and stuff. But it's worth covering all that mileage for such an awesome, you know, amount of vistas and stuff. It's one of the best scenic hikes that I could recommend to anyone looking to explore a different area of Pisgah. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below.